King Charles and Camilla Parker arrived at Birkhall, a private residence on the sprawling Balmoral Estate in Aberdeenshire, Scotland, to begin their summer holidays. While the late Queen Elizabeth II enjoyed Balmoral Castle, a magnificent stone mansion at the heart of 20,000 acres in the Scottish Highlands, King Charles decided to develop his own traditions and retreat to more modest accommodation. Hello, viewers. Welcome to Royal Revelations. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell so you will get any news about the British royal family. Birkhall holds a special place in the hearts of King Charles and Camilla Parker. It was here that the couple honeymooned after their civil wedding in 2005. For the past 17 years, Birkhall has been their private retreat within the grounds of the Balmoral Estate, a place to relax away from the public eye and reunite as a married couple. A true second honeymoon destination, Birkhall has a long tradition of hosting royal couples, as well as being a favorite home of Prince Charles and Camilla, the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Prince Edward and Sophie Rhys-Jones, the Duke and Duchess of Kent, Princess Alexandra and Angus Ogilvy also used it over the decades, a private getaway. The original Birkhall house was built in 1715 by the Farquharson family, who owned much of the surrounding land in Aberdeenshire. In 1852 it was purchased as a gift for Queen Victoria's husband, Prince Albert, to provide a Highlands retreat for her son, the future Edward VII. Though Edward visited only once, the royal family retained ownership of Birkhall. In the 1930s, George V gave Birkhall to the then Duke and Duchess of York, who later became George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen's parents. The royal couple extensively redesigned Birkhall House and its gardens. The couple had a deep attachment to the estate, which was passed on to their daughter, Princess Elizabeth, who spent summer holidays there as a child with her sister, Princess Margaret. As queen, she continued the decades-long tradition of spending private family time at Birkhall with Prince Philip, the young Prince Charles, and later the children of Princes Andrew and Edward. When Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne in 1952, Birkhall took over ownership from his mother, Queen Elizabeth, and served as caretaker of the estate until her death in 2002, aged 101. It was then inherited by King Charles. The new owner, Charles Birkhall, put his own stamp on the grounds, especially the famous gardens, which hold special meaning for him as they were some of the first gardens he encountered as a young child. It's a special place, especially because my grandmother created it for me, he told Country Life magazine in 2013. Birkhall's setting on the tranquil waters of the River Muick epitomizes the tranquility and privacy enjoyed by the royal family, which enjoys high praise despite their hectic public roles. The 4,000 sqm sloping garden is filled with fruit, vegetable, flower beds and mature trees. A rope swing hangs from a giant Scots pine tree. King Charles takes great pride and pleasure in caring for this little corner of Scotland himself. The natural beauty and serene atmosphere of the house have cemented it as the center of the Royal Balmoral Estate experience for generations. Inside Birkhall House there are 8 bedrooms for royal guests wanting to escape the formality and grandeur of nearby Balmoral Castle. But it remains primarily a private family home, where generations of royal children have played, and the staircase is still lined with framed commemorative Vanity Fair prints of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. While King Charles and Camilla spend their summer holidays at their Highland cottages surrounded by grounds lovingly tended by past generations, they can rest in their Scottish oasis of Birkhall, surrounded by happy memories and royal remembrances, and making new ones. Tradition recharge your batteries. Here in their beloved honeymoon home in Crainiegar, the new monarch and his spouse will find a peaceful sanctuary to begin a new chapter as husband and wife, king and queen.